Hey everyone, this is the Mana Source, my name is Wedge. While today's video is usually a deck tech, we have some awesome Theros spoilers to talk about. Wizards posted a lot of information considering PAX is just around the corner. The first thing we see is new pack art and design. This is beautiful. The green and gold go really well together. On 4 of the 5 pack arts, we see Thassa, Erebos, Perforos, and Elspeth, 4 characters that we knew were in Theros. The 5th art is what has people talking. It's this guy. Looking like some sort of gladiator or hero, we have no idea what to think here. Your guess is as good as mine. Also announced is the new Theros event deck, containing 10 rares and a full sideboard. The most we can get out of this art is that Cat Warriors are probably back in action. Pretty cool. The real excitement begins with the intro packs. Each of the 5 were just announced today, and from the spotlight rare in each, we learn a lot about Theros. Get pumped, because these mechanics are sweet. The first spoiled card is Celestial Archon. 5 mana for a 4/4 flying and first strike isn't terrible by itself. However, there are a few more exciting things going on here. First, it's an enchantment creature. We talked in the Theros story video about how enchantments were looked at as magic from the gods. This supports that completely. Did Wizards find an awesome way to incorporate enchantments into creatures or what? Bestow is crazy. For 7 mana, you get this amazing enchantment that gives +4/+4, flying, and first strike. Even after you kill whatever creature it was on, you still have to deal with the 4/4 flying and first strike. This is just pure value. In Limited, it's easily a bomb. Bestow opens up a bunch of new strategy options. We can expect to see a lot of cheaper Bestow cards to make the mechanic relevant in constructed play. It's going to be interesting to see what Wizards does with this ability, as they can go in pretty much any direction they want with it. I expect something sneaky like an Invisible Stalker type Bestow ability, something that would allow Bant Hexproof to continue existing, and something that would keep Ethereal Armor relevant. The next spoiler is Shipbreaker Kraken. 6 mana for a 6/6 with a huge monstrosity cost. 8 mana to make it a 10/10 does seem costly, but if you're in a position to make it work, you can change the flow of a game pretty easily. In addition, being able to tap down 4 creatures indefinitely is pretty strong. Yes, this is really expensive, but I have no doubt that there will be easier ways to reach monstrosity than just putting down 1 land per turn. And besides, who can resist the opportunity to release the Kraken? Abhorrent Overlord is the next spoiler. 7 mana for a 6/6 flying is pretty nice for limited play, but his real draw is the new mechanic he brings with him. When he enters the battlefield, put a number of 1/1 black harpy creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield equal to your devotion to black. Each black symbol in the mana cost of permanents you control counts toward your devotion to black. This is a sweet mechanic. Devotion makes perfect sense in a lore with gods that you need to sacrifice or pay homage to. This is so flavorful and finally gives more advantages to players running monocolored decks. There will undoubtedly be rewards for high devotion. Considering its similarities to Shadowmoor's Chroma mechanic, this could also be the much alluded to tweaked returning mechanic. The red spoiler is Ember Swallower. 4 mana for a 4/5 is actually pretty decent by itself. The monstrosity cost of 7 does seem a bit high considering each player sacrificed 3 lands, and red is notorious for running less land than other decks to begin with. But on the other hand, you are destroying 6 lands, and red can survive with less land than other colors. Of course, a 7/8 is nothing to scoff at either. As a creature without the monstrosity, I still like Ember Swallower, especially in Limited. The last officially spoiled card is Thassa, set as in Hero. 5 mana for a 4/5 with a new heroic ability. Whenever you cast a spell that targets her, up to 3 target lands you control each become 2/2 warrior creatures until end of turn. They're still lands. This is a pretty interesting ability. I like the flavor a lot as well. Green seems to be going back to its roots, so to speak, and focusing more on animalism, chaos, and creature creation, rather than what we've seen recently, which is a more utility-oriented strategy. That's all we have for the official spoilers today. Remember to subscribe for all the most up-to-date spoiler information. This is the Mana Source, my name is Wedge, thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.